Hey, what's good guys, it's Cahmron. Today I'll be showing you how to make 5 different rare builds that people had commented or sent me messages asking, how do I get this build name? How do I get these stats? Pretty fun challenge to kind of try to reverse engineer some of these names to meet some of the attribute requirements people want, play style, animations, badges, all that stuff. So in this video we're going to be covering 5 different ones. We're going to start with a snatch and slash point center. We're going to go to a 2-way high flying wing runner that gets 99 dunk, 99 block, still has fairly decent defense, can still shoot, and just be an absolute 2-way threat. Next we're going to show an edge enforcing masher at 6'7". That's a Dennis Rodman-esque build, but with cap breakers. You go from being an okay shooter to being a very lethal shooter, in my opinion. We're going to be looking at a spot and swing rim reaper, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about how you can get this archetype name to pop up. And lastly, I'm going to show you a 6'6" rebounding shooting guard that still has a 93 ball for deep bomber take, and obviously, as you guys know, is going to have a pretty unique name as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead and start with this snatch and slash point center. So to make this, you're going to be 6'11". Though the snatch and slash point center was requested by Derek, so if you're watching this, here you go. It is a 6'11 center, 231 pounds, 7'5 wingspan. Looking at these stats, you have the ability to get 93 driving dunk for gold posterizer. You get your silver rise up, you get your big man pro contacts, you have BAM floater, you have gold float game. You've got some decent bronze post-scoring badges as well to pair with this 80 mid-range, 83 ball. So you're able to get sharp take with this and work both in the post and spotting up from 3. Can knock down your free throws. 87 pass gives you gold break starter, gold dime, or gold versatile. Really nice threshold and really good value spot. This ball handle we are going to have to use cap breakers on in order to trigger the name, but you're only going to need to spend 3. And again, on a build like this, especially with the slash and the point center name, you'd be going high ball handle anyway. So you're going to be able to get a 65 ball handle for Giannis cross, and obviously that can go all the way up to 70 as well. And if you do want like a bronze handles for days or anything like that, you could always lower the wingspan by 1. But I just wanted to run this to be, as good of a 2-way point center sort of build I could. You do get Giannis dribble style. You have bronze post lock. You have silver immovable bronze challenger. You have a 74 steal, because that's what triggers the actual snatch build name. So it's not the block, it's actually the steal that triggers that. So 73 does not get the name, 74 does. You also have silver interceptor though with 73, which is a great max +1 or max +2 candidate. You have an 84 block for silver paint patroller, silver high flying denier. Don't have a ton invested in O-board, but on defense with 5 caps, you will be able to get a 96. Which is going to give you Hall of Fame box out beast, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. And then from there, you can kind of decide what you want to max +1 out of those 2, right? Physical wise, you have a 76 speed, 67 agility, 83 strength, and 83 vertical. That gives you Hall of Fame pogo stick. You also have silver brick wall, and that 82 strength is what triggers silver immovable. So overall, I think this is a really well-rounded 6'11 center. And you're going to be probably one of the only people in the game that has a snatch and slash point center build name. Got shades of DeMarcus Cousins, Alex Sarr, Alperen Sengun, and as of now it is a snatching rim running dimer. But as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, just need to use a couple of caps on your ball handle and it is going to have the snatching point center name pop up. Upgrade this ball handle to a 56, put 1 cap here to 63. Put 1 cap here to 69, and as you see, the snatch and slash point center name pops up right there. Obviously, you could get 1 more cap here. If you do have a 71 to a 74 ball handle, it'll still probably be just 3 caps to max out the ball handle, which just from a value perspective in general, going from a 56 to a 69 ball handle is a little bit expensive, so there's some good value there. As you see, you get a nice driving dunk boost as well, so with only 2 caps, you can get 93 driving dunk. You get a good post control boost if you want to add that to your game. Vertical boost as well, so you could go 88 vert for just 4 caps instead of 5. But again, I designed this to be able to have 92 rebound, or 94, or 96. It's kind of up to you. Vertical wise, if you want 88 vert, go for that. If you want high post, if you want your driving dunk, I mean, this build has some pretty decent multipliers to a lot of your key ratings, which I think is really cool. And obviously, again, this snatch and slash point center name is very, very clean. But yeah, this is the first build. Again, Derek, hopefully you enjoy this one. Made it 6'11", wasn't sure your height. But some of the big stuff is just your ball handle thresholds for whatever height you decide to make this at, whether it's 6'11", 7'4", 6'9", 6'8". You gotta have your ball handle, you gotta have your passing, and you're gonna need a 74-ish steal plus some decent dunking, and those are kind of the key things on the snatch and slash archetype. And then you just kind of merge that together with point center in order to create the snatch and slash point center. The next build we're going to showcase is from Jaw. He's also a member, so shout out to him as well for the support. That's very much appreciated. And today we're going to be breaking down a 6'9" small forward that gets 99 driving dunk, 99 block, can still shoot, can still dribble, and can play decent defense relative to those crazy 99 ratings. So to make this, you're a 6'9" small forward, 186 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. I had initially tried to make this build to get a nice driving dunk boost, but I just had no luck. So what you're going to end up having to do is put 5 caps on your 3 ball. That's going to give you an 83 point, which really is not a bad investment if you look at that, right? That's 22 ratings for 5 caps. But the core of this build, again, right? 99 driving dunk. You'll have an 83 ball. You can dribble. You have silver lightning launch. Can play lanes a little bit. Obviously just swat everybody, whether it's a chase down, whether it's just a standard block. You've got great interior defense and an insane 99 block once you put your 5 caps. You have 74 perimeter, so you do have bronze on ball, bronze challenger. And rebounding wise, you do have silver box out beast as well. So with caps, you can get these into the 80s as well. But again, as you guys know in this builder, there's only so much you can work with, and I think this build does a great job at incorporating 99 block, 99 dunk, and still having room for your 3 ball. You're looking at 15 caps for this investment, and then you're going to need to put a couple into your vertical to go ahead and go 90, which is going to unlock, you know, the full repertoire of those 99 dunks, legend posterizer, all that stuff. But really for 17 caps, which is a lot, but I think it's a process with this build, I think it's honestly going to be worth it. This build is going to be insane. You've got maxed physicals already, and I wanted to prioritize that because it could be a grinding sort of process, right? Put a couple in driving dunk, you've got a Hall of Fame, get your shooting unlocked, put 5 in your block so you could have 99 pay patrol or 99 high flying denier. And then from there, throughout the next seasons, throughout your achievements, throughout your rep, you could kind of work towards getting this driving dunk up to 99. But overall, I like this at the small forward spot. I think you've got a lot of versatility. You're switchable. That 99 block's going to contest everybody like crazy. You got the Larry Nance shades, you got the X-Man shades, and you have a Sar Thompson, and this is a 2-way high-flying wing runner. Cap breaker wise on this, really the main thing to highlight is the 3 ball. Really nice boost on the 3-point shot and saves you a ton of attribute space that lets you invest in other places. So as you can see right here, this is a massive 10, 18, 22 boost on your 3 ball, which gives you an 80. If you want a 76, go for that. If you want this to be a 78 off rip with 4 caps, you could probably raise your 3 ball to 60 and go 78 with just 4 caps, which would save you 1. And drop your overall cost down to like 16 caps. But besides that, it's a fairly standard multiplier. You've got a regular +5 here, regular +5 here, and then you've got your 2 on your vert. So there is a world if you think you're getting a ton of caps, I would go 75 perimeter because this 222 would give you 85 for silver on ball. But overall, I like these multipliers. Some potential names that you could get with this, and I'll go ahead and spend a little bit of VC just so you can see. Some potential names you can get, obviously you're a 2-way high-flying wing runner right now. The other option, if you upgrade your 3 ball, this becomes a two-way three-point sniping high flyer. So if you like the wing runner name, you could always keep that. When you upgrade this 3-ball organically, you're going to have a two-way three-point sniping high flyer name. Outside of that, the only way to get other names on this build would be to probably boost your perimeter defense or boost your steal or rebounding. So if you do want an 80 rebound, you probably could go 72 O-board and then hit this double +4 to go 80, and you would get some sort of wing running crasher or two-way three-point sniping crasher build name on this. But I think this isn't a terrible name. The wing runner archetype is cool, and I like this sort of lineup of two-way three-point sniping high flyer. A lot of people aren't going to realize you have 99 block with that build name. So up next, we have a 6'7" edge enforcing masher. This is from my guy Try to Catch Me. He was wanting something that's Dennis Rodman-esque that would eventually be able to evolve and shoot as well. So I made this at the small forward because of the power forward. You don't get a very good build name. And at the end of the day, a 6'7" small forward, you still can rebound. You can still utilize the high perimeter you want. Still have good finishing. And I think overall this is a really, really cool Rodman-esque build. It's just made at the 3. So you're 6'7", 250 with a 7'1" wingspan. In order to get the 3-ball caps to really work, you do have to have a 70 off rip. But with 4 caps, you'll go 78, which is going to give you silver set shot, which obviously is going to make this green window and consistency of this rating just go up a lot more. You have an 87 close shot that triggers the mashing name, so if you get on by 1, you do not get that. You have a 70 driving layup for bronze physical finisher. 75 driving dunk, 85 standing dunk, get Giannis dunks. You get a few of the extra standing dunk animations, and you're going to be able to go 90 standing dunk for gold rise up. As mentioned, you'll be able to get a 78 3-ball here with 4 caps. Free throw at 66, could always put a cap on. You have 75 pass for silver break starter. And the defense on this build is really what I like about it. You have a 74 interior, so you're switchable. A 92 perimeter, so you have gold on ball, gold challenger, gold immovable, gold pick dodger. 73 steal for silver interceptor, which you can max +1 to gold or max +2 to Hall of Fame. 84 block for silver paint patroller, silver high flying denier. 85 offensive rebound, 92 defensive rebound. So you will be able to get this up to 94 with some caps. That's going to give you Hall of Fame box out beast. And what I like about that is your box out beast could then be max +1 to legend. And your rebound chaser, you could utilize a max +2 or a max +1 on to go from legend or Hall of Fame. You have an 80 speed, an 80 agility, 85 strength for gold immovable, and an 88 vertical for legend pogo stick. You are 6'7", so I feel like this high vertical is just going to help you sky in, grab a few more rebounds, especially on offense where you're probably going to be sprinting from corner. Get an extra possession from your team or put it back up really quick with this 85 to 90 standing dunk. So this is the build. I really like the stats, really strong on defense. Really unique build name as well. Get the shades of Julius Erving, Larry Johnson, and Jerome Kersey, and this comes out as an edge enforcing masher. Again, cap breaker wise on this build, what I would look at targeting first would probably look at the 3-ball first, to be honest with you. I just think it's really important in this game to be able to shoot consistently. But if you look at the standing dunk, you do have some really nice boosts there. This driving dunk, you have some nice boosts too as well. So if you do want 87 driving dunk, you could always raise this to 77, and then you'll get a nice +10 here for 5 caps. Standing dunk wise, 88, 91, 93, 95 with 4 caps for Hall of Fame rise up. 72, 74, 76, 78 for 4 caps. You got your rebounding boosts. But again, the main thing, I would try to upgrade your 3-ball. And then kind of go about from there. Do I upgrade my defensive rebound? Do I upgrade my standing dunk? Do I try to get my driving dunk upgraded? Do I want to have some ball handling? Do I want to have some passing? I think overall this is a really versatile template for a 6'7", sort of defense and rebounding focus build. That can be a great cutter, get extra possessions for your team, get some nice putbacks, get some nice standing dunks off cuts, and still be a threat in the corner with this 78 3-ball. So that's the build. I really like this, and I think this build name is also very unique as well. This next build is the Spot and Swing Rim Reaper. This is for most felt And I'm sure a few others have commented as well, asking how to make this spot and swing Rim Reaper. This was a random screenshot featured in my 7 levels for a builds video, and I think this one's very solid, and there's a decent amount of things you can work around, but there are just some weird attribute threshold requirements, and I think that's kind of why you don't see this build name very often. So I made this one a 6'9" small forward, 227 pounds with a 7-foot wingspan. And looking at the stats, you have a 75 close shot, a 70 driving layup, a 75 driving dunk, 81 standing dunk, so you can get Giannis dunks, as well as the athletics off 1. Silver rise up, bronze posterizer, bronze physical, bronze paint prodigy, just fairly, I'd say, middle of the road finishing, but I do like this 75-81 stack here. You have an 85 mid-range and an 84 3-ball. This is as low as your 3-ball can get to trigger the name. So the goal was to try to get this mid-range as close to 89 as possible, so you will be able to get gold set shot. And I would recommend shooting specialization on this so you could get legend set shot, and then get gold deadeye on this build. 69 free throw. I think you can hit with this if you know your animations, but I'm sure you'll get a nice free throw boost to kind of get this up if you are struggling. 87 pass is for the swing part of the name. I think this build is really similar to the gun and give archetype. I think they're pretty much interchangeable, and both of those need some rebounding as well as some passing. But 87 pass gives you gold break starter, gold dimer, gold versatile visionary. Besides that, in playmaking, you don't have a whole lot going on with ball handle or speed with ball. You do get the normal dribble animations, normal dribble style. And I'm sure with caps, this could go up if you do want this build to all of a sudden, be a secondary ball handler. On defense, though, it's very well rounded. 74 interior, 74 perimeter, 73 steal, 84 block, silver paint patroller, silver high flying denier, silver interceptor, bronze on-ball menace, bronze challenger, silver immovable, bronze pick dodger, and your bronze post lock to kind of round that out. So very, very well rounded from a defense perspective. And looking at your rebounding, you do have gold box out beast, silver rebound chaser on defense. Not a ton going on offense, but I think with this name, right, spot and swing, you're mostly going to be spotting up and swinging the ball around, right? So 85 rebound on defense is going to allow you to hold your box outs, crash in, and prevent the other team from getting those extra possessions. I maxed out this speed at 82. You have a 78 agility, 83 strength for silver brick wall. If you don't care about that, you can lower this to really whatever you want. I just kind of wanted this build to have a little bit of strength for silver brick wall, silver immovable. You also have 77 vert for gold pogo stick. So overall, I built this to get 89 mid-range. And then from there, you have some pretty good cap freedom, to be honest. You'll get multipliers on driving dunk, multipliers on ball handle. Just kind of wherever you want to go with the build. You've got shades of Glenn Robinson, LeBron James, and Paul Pierce. And again, this comes out as a spot and swing Rim Reaper. So looking at the actual cap breakers for this build, and kind of what I would target, I know I had mentioned earlier pretty much 3-ball first and kind of up to you, but I want you guys to be able to see these multipliers. So from driving dunk, you can go 79, 82, 85, 87, 89. So that would be able to give you all of your pro contacts. If you go that route, I would increase your vert by 1 to go 78, just so you don't have to mess with adding caps there, or I would decrease your vert by 1 so you could put 1 cap. Kind of up to you. You get a nice driving layup boost as well. Got to put 4 caps into your mid-range for 89. Really, really nice ball handle boost though. If it was me, I would target this, because with 7 caps, you'll go 70, 75, 80. That would give you 61, 69, 71. So you would get bronze lightning launch as well as pro dribble style and an 80 ball handle on this build. Could also go 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. So you could get Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame break starter, and Tyrese Halliburton pass style if you wanted to. Get a nice offensive rebound boost as well. If you want this to be upgraded, can go up to 76, I believe. But that's pretty much your core upgrades. Obviously, again, you want to have gold set shot, and after that, genuinely, it's up to you. I would probably target gold set shot and then get my ball handle upgraded. But if you do want to go the driving dunk route, 100% feel free to do that as well. And the last build on here is for Mobius Trigger. They were wanting a 6'6" build that could get a 93 ball plus nice rebounding. What we ended up making was a gritty 3-point sniping lob threat that I think has some really good versatility, really good ratings, and does a good job of kind of meeting the thresholds they're wanting. So you're 6'6", 235 with a 6'8" wingspan. And looking at these stats, again, very well-rounded finishing with good potential for driving dunk with caps. You've got Silver rise up. You've got Jalen Brunson layup animations, Bam floater, Austin Reeves layup animations, Magic Johnson floater, just tons of unique animations kind of in this pocket here of ratings. Shooting wise, you have a 93 ball. That's going to give you deep bomber take. You also have gold set shot and silver limitless range. If you were wanting the midi up, I would probably, obviously I'd lower the 3 ball to like 83 and try to get this mid-range up high enough to be able to get like 93 for Hall of Fame set shot. But I went with the 3 ball on this one, kind of an inside out sort of build. But I think this 93 ball is going to be really good value. Deep bomber is a ton of fun, especially if you are sitting on hash. You have a 71 pass for silver dimer, an 80 ball handle for silver unpluckable, 75 suited ball for silver lightning launch. So you get the Lonzo ball cross, Zach LaVine dribble style, Tim Hardaway breakdowns, DeMar behind the back. Just a lot of really nice animations I like to use on my secondary ball handlers. You have an 82 interior defense for silver post lock. This also triggers the name. You have an 82 perimeter for silver challenger with potential to go up to 85 if you would like. A 73 steal for silver interceptor, 72 block for bronze high flying denier. I went ahead and maxed this out just to get the best possible jump contest that you can. You've got your maxed rebounding of 75 and 80. If you're wanting high rebounding, I would definitely max +2 your rebound chaser to Hall of Fame, max +1 your box out beast to gold, or you always could try to do rebounding specialization and you would be able to get your rebound chaser up to Hall of Fame, and then you would be able to get your box out beast upgraded as well. So on this build, what I would do is run a max +2 for rebound chaser and a max +2 for box out beast. What's really unique about smaller builds is they're tier 1 and tier 2. So whether it's seasonally or through rebounding specialization, I would definitely target rebound chaser first to try to go Hall of Fame. Then from there, I would target my box out beast to go Hall of Fame as well, just to let you swim through people, hold box outs, and get more rebounds. Physical wise, you have an 85 speed, an 85 agility, 82 strength, and 88 vertical. From a motion style perspective, these give you some of the absolute most elite motion styles in the game, give you access to the best defensive motion styles and the best offensive motion styles. This build has the shades of Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Nick Anderson. Comes out as a gritty 3-point sniping lob threat. Really like this build name. Always have liked the gritty archetypes in this game. And I think this is a very unique name that's basically like a triple archetype. You've got the gritty name, you have the 3-point sniping, and you have the lob threat. If you were to lower this, it would be a 3-point sniping lob threat cleaner, I believe. But I like the gritty name. Looking at your boosts, you have a nice passing boost. This could get you up to 75 with 2 caps. You have a really good perimeter boost. This is actually going to be able to give you 93 perimeter for gold on ball, which would just make this an absolute elite defender and elite rebounder, especially for being 6'6". And you have a really crazy steal boost as well. This would give you an 85, 88, and 91 steal for gold glove, gold interceptor. So this build could have gold on ball, gold challenger, gold glove, gold interceptor, on top of having really solid rebounding for being 6'6", with this 93 ball, which I think is really, really, really good value. And I think it's just going to help you get more out of the build whenever you play on it. Motion style wise for this, I'd mentioned some of the elite motion styles. I would look at like an Alex Caruso. It's going to give you the fastest offensive sprint speed. That's going to help you crash in for more offensive rebounds. And it's still really solid motion style for defense as well. But I really like this build, and I really like this build name as well. So that's the video. Those were 5 different builds that you guys were asking some questions about, whether you like the Snatch and Slash Point Center, the Spot and Swing Rim Reaper, or any of the other builds I featured. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. If you guys ever want me to find builds, comment. I've got a list. I just get extremely busy. But if you ever have any builds, feel free to drop those in the Discord. We have a rare build help channel. Comment on my videos. Tweet at me. Whatever you want to do. Always trying to help people create the builds they want to make. So hopefully everyone has a great day. Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. That's all I got. Peace.